Assalamualaikum and hi. We are from Group 2 and we are about to present about cooperative society. And here is our group member.
How do we get this?
I don't know. Hi, what are you guys doing?
Hi. We are revising a cooperative society topic.
But we have difficult time to understand this topic. Can you tell me about what does it mean of cooperative society?
Cooperative society. Cooperative society is a group of people who join together to achieve a common goal, like saving money, sharing resources, or solving problems. But if you want more details, you can watch this video.
What is cooperative society? In Malaysia, the legal foundation for the formation, registration, management and operation of cooperative societies is provided by the Cooperative Societies Act 1993. In order to guarantee the cooperative function democratically and honestly, this act specifies the policies and guidelines which they must follow. Society is formally recognized as a cooperative in Malaysia if it's registered under the Cooperative Societies Act 1993. Cooperative societies registration is the responsibility of the registrar of cooperative societies. For the benefit of its members, such a society operates within the framework provided by the Act in order to reach common goals, including social and economic growth. By combining resources and distributing benefits fairly, these societies are designed to satisfy the requirements of all of their members, including access to market, goods, and services. There is three main features of cooperative societies. First is democratic control, usually follows to the one member, one vote concept and function on democratic principle, giving each member an equal voice in decision making. Second is voluntary membership. Anyone who is prepared to follow the rules and guidelines of a cooperative society is invited to join, no matter their gender or religion. The last one is separate legal entity. After registration, the cooperative becomes a legal entity unrelated to its member and is able to enter into contract, hold property, and file or defend lawsuit under its own name.
Did you guys understand now?
Yes.
Thank you, Sophia.
But do you guys know about the tax exemption in para 12?
I know, but not too much. If you guys want to know, we will get full tax exemption in para 12 if we meet either of the two conditions. But if you guys want to know more, let's go through this slide.
So let's go deeper for the exemption in cooperative society. Cooperative society can be full tax exemption in para 12, but only if you satisfy these two conditions. If your cooperative society was registered within 5 years, you do not have to pay tax on any income for 5 years from the date of registration. However, if your cooperative society has been running for more than 5 years, the tax exemption depends on your member fund. If the member fund is less than 750,000 at the start of the year, you don't have to pay any tax. But if it's more than 750,000, you will need to pay tax based on the set rates. Now I will explain about members fund and how we calculate it. To start, what does it mean by members fund actually? So members fund refers to the aggregate of 5 important items that make up the fund. The first one is the paid up capital for shares and subscriptions. This includes the amount members have paid for shares. However, the bonus issued out of capital reserve created by revaluation of fixed assets will not be included. The second one is statutory reserve fund as required by law and regulations. The third one is other reserves excluding revaluation reserve. For example, revaluation of fixed asset, provision of depreciation, renewal or replacement and eliminations in value of the asset. The fourth one is the balance of share premium account, and lastly, The balance of profit and loss appropriation account.
Hi. Oh, are you guys learning about the cooperative society?
Yes.
I heard there is special deduction on the cooperative society. Do you know about it? Can you tell me more about it? Sure. Special deduction under cooperative society divided into two subsections, which is section 65AA and section 65AB. Let's take a look in this video.
Hello, my name is Nur Azrikan from Azahir, and let me explain about special deduction for cooperative society, which is stimulated under section 65A of the income tax. The chargeable income of a cooperative society is calculated the same way as for a company. However, certain items are deducted from the total income for any year of assessment in order to determine the chargeable income. They are given two special deductions, which are section 65AA and section 65AB. Let's start by looking at subsection A. Under these subs, the income tax stated that funds transferred and paid by the cooperative society basis period 2 during the will be allowed as special deduction and deducted from the total income before arriving at the chargeable income to any 5 entities. First, statutory reserve fund, educational institution, cooperative education trust fund, cooperative development trust fund, and lastly, cooperative organization for the furtherance of cooperative principles. So what does the cooperative principles mean? Cooperative principles include 6 principles, which is voluntary and open membership, democratic management, limited return on capital contributed by members, equitable provisions of profit, promotion of cooperative education, and lastly, active cooperative among registered cooperative societies. However, maximum deduction to be allowed is restricted to either A. The total amount of funds transferred and paid by the cooperative society during the basis period, or 35% of the net profits. Net profits are as shown in the profit and loss account. It is related to the funds transferred by the society and concerned about the equity of the society members. Under section 65AB states that an amount equal to 8% of the members' fund as at the first day of the basis period for the year of assessment will be allowed as a deduction. As shown in this example, arriving at the total income such as any other, it is only then that the special deductions may be deducted to the chargeable income. All from me. Thank you.
Oh, I see. But do you know how to compute the chargeable income? Like the income of a cooperative society is exempted at the level of chargeable income. Therefore, even though a cooperative society is eligible for tax exemption for the year assessment, the income and the capital allowance need to be ascertained. Any unabsorbed capital allowance can be carried forward to subsequent years of the assessment. If you want to know for the further information, let's take a look at this slide.
The income of a cooperative society is exempted at the level of chargeable income. Therefore, even though a cooperative society is eligible for tax exemption for the year assessment, the adjusted income or the adjusted loss and capital allowance for every year has to be ascertained. Any adjusted loss and excess of capital allowance which cannot be absorbed can be carried forward to the subsequent years of assessment. The chargeable income of a cooperative society for year assessment can be computed as follows. First, total income, which we will classify as A, less than amount transferred or paid during the basis period to a statutory reserve fund or to any educational institution or cooperative organization established for the furtherance of cooperative principle, which will be classified as B. Then, less than C, which are 8% of members' fund at the first day of basis period for the year assessment, then you will get the chargeable income D. Basically, it's A less than B less than C, then we will get the chargeable income, which is D. For B, maximum deduction is 25% of the audited net profit for the basis period. It will be compared on whichever is lower. Members' funds stated in section 65B. 8% of the member funds at the first day of the basis period for the year assessment is allowed as a deduction. The amount will be transferred to section 65AA, statutory reserve fund, educational institution, cooperative organization established for the furtherance of cooperative principles, Cooperative Education Trust Fund, and Cooperative Development Trust Fund. Those amounts transferred or paid by a cooperative society during the basis period will be allowed as a special deduction. The tax rate for cooperative society is chargeable to tax at the scale rate as provided in Schedule 1 of ITA 1967 as stated at the slide. This is the example question and the solution how to compute the ascertaining chargeable income for cooperative society.
So that's all from us, Group 2, presenting about the cooperative society. Thank you. Bye-bye.